Today we're talking about finding the volume and surface area of spheres. A sphere is a three-dimensional figure with all points the same distance from the center. So any ball, whether it's a basketball, a soccer ball, a volleyball. A hemisphere is half of a sphere. A great circle is a circle on a sphere such that the plane containing the circle passes through the center of the circle. Dang. So we have some formulas to follow. I love when you just have a formula to follow because it makes life a little bit easier because you're not guessing. So to find the volume of a sphere, we do 4/3 times pi r cubed. So r cubed is the radius times the radius times the radius. Okay? So this shows the volume of a cube, or of a sphere, I'm sorry. Find the volume of the sphere with a radius of 12 in terms of pi. So, they already brought down the 4/3 times pi. We're going to bring down the 12 cubed. So we substitute 12 for pi. So what this says is, we're going to do 12 times 12 times 12. Okay. And when we do 12 times 12 times 12, we get 1,728. Then we are going to times that by 3.14. Okay? And we get 5,425.92. So that is this part here. Now we need to multiply that by 4/3. In order to multiply that by 4/3, you multiply by 4 and divide by 3. So we're going to multiply the 5,425.92 by 4, and then we're going to divide that answer by 3, and we get 7,234.6. This was supposed to be 2,304. I don't know where they got that. Oh, okay. So, or you can do the following. 12 times 12 times 12 and get 1,728 times 4 and get 6,912, and then divide that by 3 and get 2,304. So you can either do 12 times 12 times 12 times 3.14 and then multiply that by 4 and divide by 3. Or you can do 12 times 12 times 12, get 1,728, times that by 4, and then divide by 3. Okay, but then you have to still multiply by pi. Find the surface area both in terms of pi and to the nearest tenth. Use 3.14. So we are going to be finding the surface area using the formula 4 pi r squared, which is easier, an easier formula. So we need to know what the radius is. It's 3, so we're going to substitute 3 for r. So we have 3 squared, which is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. So it's 36 pi. So it's pretty much just like finding the area of a circle, but you multiply it by 4. And then to find it to the nearest tenth, we multiply 36 times 3.14, and we get 113 when we round to the nearest tenth. Compare the volumes and surface areas of a sphere with a radius 42 centimeters and a rectangular prism measuring 44 by 84 by 84. So, here we go. I'm going to find the volume of each first. So the volume of a sphere, remember, is 4/3 pi r cubed. It says the radius is 42. So we're going to put 42 in. And 42 cubed is 74,088. They decided they were going to use 22/7 for this one, because if you put this one over 1, you can multiply all your numerators together. 4 times 22 times 74,088 on your calculator, and then you can divide it by 3 times 7, which is 21, and that is 310,464. So it might be always, if they don't say whether or not to use 3.14, it might be easier to use 22/7, because you can always make your radius into a fraction by putting it over 1, multiply the 3 numerators, and divide by what you get when you multiply the 3 denominators. Now we're going to find the volume of the rectangular prism, length times width times height, which means we just multiply the 3 numbers they give us, 44 times 84 times 84, which is 310,464. Okay? Those look to be the same number. Now we need to find the surface area of the sphere. Remember, we have 4 pi r squared. Our radius is 42, so we're going to put that in for r. Now we're going to do 42 squared, which is 42 times 42, 1,764. And we're going to multiply that by 4. When we multiply that by 4, we get 7,056. And then we have to multiply that by pi. But see, they did the same thing. They did 22/7. They multiply straight across and divide by 7 and get 22,176. Okay? Now, this is the formula for surface area of a rectangular prism. This is our length, width, and height. Okay? So it says LW, that means length times width. So our length was 44, and our width was 84. Okay? Which equals, I'm going to put an equal sign right there. Wait for it, 2 times 44 times 84 is 7,392. We multiply it by that because there is a front and there's a back. So we have to multiply it by 2 because there's actually 2 44 by 84s. Then we have length times height. Our length is 44. Our height is 84. Again, we get 7,392. We have a right and a left side. And then we have width times height. Our width is 84. Our height is 84. We have a top and a bottom. So that's where that comes from. So that's why we have to multiply by 2. 14,112. When we add all those together, because we have to, this gives us 2 sides, this gives us 2 sides, and this gives us the top and the bottom. So this is like the right and left side, this is the front and back, this is the top bottom. So we add them together and we get 28,896. So the sphere and the prism have approximately the same volume, but the prism has a larger surface area. Okay, go try your check it outs and then start. Remember, this is the last lesson of this chapter, so make sure that you start your reviewing for your test so you can hopefully get a good grade the first time.